Loki is finally free, and we can say that Elbaf has officially begun.
Yeah.
He was unconscious after Gunko's attacks and was stabbed by Shamrock's deadly sword. Luffy was even about to call for a doctor, but after being freed, Loki was ready to fight as if nothing had happened. He gives me Zoro vibes. When Zoro was first introduced, he was also chained to a piece of wood. Like Zoro, Loki doesn't care about his wounds, and interestingly enough, it was Zoro who set him free. Loki also reminds me of Whitebeard. He possesses a powerful devil fruit, at least from what we've heard. He has strong haki, which he demonstrated by predicting Gunko's attacks using advanced observation haki, and he wields a formidable weapon, Ragnar, aka Iron Thunder. Before diving deep into Loki's character, powers, and weapon, and predicting what might happen in the next chapters, let's review some other interesting details from this chapter. The chapter title is An Older Woman, and Jorul even mentioned that he likes older women. Oda presented it as a joke between Usopp and Jorul, but I believe it was actually foreshadowing the presence of a woman or women older than Jorul at Elbaf. Drunk, Usopp seems far more confident than he usually is. He would never slap Jorul on the head with a sword or tell Dory to shut up if he were sober. I believe this will become his secret superpower in this arc, and possibly future arcs. Alcohol boosting someone's confidence and making them more free-spirited is a well-known fact and a recurring theme in many anime and TV series. If Usopp gains confidence in addition to his existing skills, he could become seriously strong. He's already a great sniper, and we can't deny that. He also has observation haki, which is an incredible asset for a sniper. I'm sure drunk Usopp will play a crucial role in this arc, and I'll explain why soon. We also received new information about Adam's Tree, and it was revealed that Elbaf's greatest weaknesses are fire and lightning. Of course, this isn't a random fact. Something will definitely happen to Adam's Tree by the end of this arc. There are several characters who could be responsible for its destruction. When you think of lightning, the first candidate that comes to mind is Enel, especially since we saw Arc Maxime depicted on a mural in Elbaf. Long ago, lightning struck the Adam Tree and set its branches ablaze. Maybe history will repeat itself and Enel will finally return. The second candidate is Big Mom. Fire and lightning are Elbaf's biggest weaknesses, and in this chapter, they were even talking about eating their friends, which connects to Charlotte Linlin. She also has a history with Elbaf. She was raised there, and later one of her daughters ruined her plans to gain control of the Giants' army. We don't know whether she hates Luffy or the Giants more, but all these connections make me think she will return to the story. Kaido is another possibility. He's another Yonko with both lightning and fire powers. After all, he and Big Mom were never officially confirmed dead. Luffy and Sanji also have abilities related to these two elements, and of course, there's Loki himself. Loki wields a powerful hammer called Ragnar, which means Iron Thunder. It's based on the concept of Mjolnir from Norse mythology. This weapon appears to be one of Loki's main sources of power. If it actually has thunder-based abilities, then it's extremely dangerous for Elbaf. So why didn't the Giants take the weapon away from him? I believe no one else could carry the weapon. No one in Elbaf has the physical strength to lift the hammer. Loki is the only one capable of wielding it. Just like in the Marvel films where only Thor could lift Mjolnir, Loki is likely the only one who can carry Ragnar. In a way, he seems to be a mix of Thor and Loki. This could even make Usopp's 10-ton hammer lie become a reality. In both Norse mythology and Marvel, Thor's hammer was known to transform its wielder, provide armor, and even heal them to full strength. This could explain why Luffy is so shocked that Loki is even standing after his injuries. Also, I'm sure Loki will break his final chain with his hammer in the next chapter. The fact that only one chain remains is no coincidence. It will highlight the sheer hardness of Loki's hammer, proving it's stronger than Sea Stone while also showcasing his immense physical power. Not only does Loki possess a legendary devil fruit, but he also wields a legendary weapon. As I mentioned in my previous videos, chapter 1127 is a major chapter that predicted events in Elbaf and hinted at Loki's powers. It also teased a potential battle between the monster trio and Loki. The clues surrounding Loki's devil fruit are becoming more concrete. His name is directly inspired by Loki from Norse mythology, the god of trickery and shapeshifting. This strongly suggests that his devil fruit is based on illusions, transformation, and reality manipulation. In One Piece, characters often have abilities that reflect their personality. If Loki calls himself a sun god, it could mean he has the ability to create an illusion that makes him appear like Nika. This aligns with his role as a trickster and would make him an even greater threat. He could imitate Luffy's powers and deceive the world. Many believe that chapter 1127 with Road had no deeper significance, but the opposite is true. It served as foreshadowing for the Elbaf arc. In that chapter, it was mentioned that Rhodes' mini-world would be destroyed if fire reached the Yggdrasil tree. Then, in chapter 1141, we learned that Elbaf also has an Atom tree, which is extremely vulnerable to fire. This strongly suggests that by the end of the arc, Elbaf will be engulfed in flames. The strongest foreshadowing of Loki's illusion powers can be found in Rhodes' mini-world. The Straw Hats were rendered immobile due to hallucinations, weapons suddenly disappearing from panels, and a cat transformed into a lion. All of these subtle details hint that Loki possesses a similar ability, a devil fruit that allows him to distort reality and render his enemies helpless through illusions. This is where Usopp comes into play. Usopp has repeatedly emphasized that he is immune to illusions. He might actually be the only one who can see through Loki's tricks and expose his deception. In chapter 1127, Luffy, Zoro, and Sanji attack the illusion cat together, which could foreshadow that they will soon face Loki. Their confrontation and combined attack in that chapter might have been a teaser for what's coming next. However, since they are not immune to illusions, they will likely fall into this trap and struggle to counter his abilities. No matter how the fight turns out, I believe Loki will emerge victorious. He's one of the most hyped characters, so freeing him in one chapter only to have him defeated in the next wouldn't make sense. Fighting the monster trio means fighting a Yonko and his top commanders. I don't think Loki will defeat them, that would be too much, but the fact that even the monster trio won't be able to stop him says a lot about his strength. Loki's power level is insane. Even though many expected him to be strong, I think we still underestimated him. There are also other hints about his devil fruit. If you look at the castle where Loki fought, the damage suggests that he has claws in his transformed form, hinting that he could be a Zoan user. His abilities might be similar to the Goroseis. Their yokai forms are Zoan devil fruits, but they also possess additional abilities. For example, Nejuro ate the Bakotsu devil fruit, but he also had ice powers. Maybe Loki's devil fruit is a Zoan type, allowing him to transform into a beast while also granting him illusion-based abilities. But which devil fruit suits Loki best? I see three possible options. With the Raiju devil fruit, Loki would be able to morph into a thunder beast capable of shapeshifting into multiple animals. Another possibility is the Chimera devil fruit. As a Chimera, Loki could be a mix of snake, wolf, and other creatures. He could even have wings. This would allow him to transform into various mischievous and horrifying forms. If you look at Color Walk Book 9, the Chimera face has pinkish hair, just like Loki. In Color Walk 8, we see a wolf with purple hair, which could be linked to Fenrir. As many of you already know, in Norse mythology, Fenrir is Loki's son and the one chained to a tree. When he's released, Ragnarok begins. Fenrir was also the one who defeated Odin, similar to Loki. But how will the Straw Hats defeat him? I believe there are two possibilities. The first option is that Usopp will play a key role in defeating Loki. To win, Usopp will have to take his observation haki to a new level and perceive true reality. This could also explain how Shanks was able to defeat Loki in the past. He saw through Loki's illusions and used observation killing, an advanced technique that allows him to control his own presence and prevent others from seeing into the future. Of course, in the end, Luffy will be the one to fight Loki, but Usopp will help them. If this theory is correct, Loki will be one of Luffy's most dangerous opponents yet. A giant with inhuman physical strength, extremely powerful haki, a devil fruit that distorts reality, and a weapon with thunder and healing powers. Another way for Luffy to defeat Loki without Usopp is by mastering observation haki on Shanks' level. I think that's why Oda revealed Skopper-Gaban, another observation haki master in this arc. Maybe Luffy will even learn observation killing and finally catch Loki, officially bringing himself to Shanks' level. On the other hand, I still have hope that Loki is not actually that evil. This reminds me of Kizaru's situation at Egghead. One clue that suggests Loki isn't fully evil is how Luffy immediately sensed his good aura and became friendly with him in just a few minutes. Then we learned that Loki is friends with animals. Later, all the foreshadowing about King Harold secretly working with the Holy Knights makes me think that Loki might just be misunderstood. At the same time, Dory, Bragi, Shanks, Skopper-Gaban, and Hyruden all believe that Loki is extremely dangerous for Elbaf and the world. Oda's definitely cooking something big, so let's see what happens in the next chapters. That's it for today. Share your thoughts on this chapter in the comments. If you want to learn more about the Ragnarok War at Elbaf, check out this video right here. Thanks for watching. Bye!